Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney and today we are on day 5 of 24 days of foundation. Thank you so much if you have been watching the series or if you're a repeat coming back to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. If you are new here, I love to do luxury beauty, unboxings, get ready with me. I guess like mini reviews. I haven't gone super deep into any reviews, but just like playing with makeup and sharing some content with you guys. So right now we're in the midst of 24 days of foundation for the holidays, a little take on Vlogmas, and thought it would be fun to just kind of challenge myself to use the foundations that I have in my collection, which is more than 24. So we had to narrow it down from there as well. But today I thought we would use the Peau Cushion Foundation. And I think tomorrow I'm going to use a Chanel foundation. So we're gonna use the Peau Cushion Foundation. It comes in this little case with a mirror. Wants to focus on my eyes, there you go. Case with a mirror, you get a little sponge inside, and then inside there, you get your product. Let's get this little flap off. So there you go. You get the product. I've left this on because it has quite a bit of product on it. Doesn't want to focus today. So we'll use what's on the lid here to start. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. This is the Peau Cushion Foundation. I have the shade 020 Light Medium Ochre, which is what I've used in other Peau foundations. Let's pull up the claims for this foundation. I'm also just going to take off my glasses, and I'm probably going to use this little sponge that comes with the product. And since I'm holding this little like lid protector or this foundation protector here, I'm just going to swipe some on just so I can set this down. Okay, I think we're gonna need a little bit more than that, and I don't like this, so that's fine. Go ahead and just put that back in. Alrighty, so looks like this foundation claims, this is the Radiant Cushion Foundation Dewy, again, 020 Ochre. The refill is $75. If you're buying with the compact, it's $105, but after that you have the compact and you can just swap out the product that's in here. You just pop out from here and then you just replace this insert, and that is $75. Perfectly portable, deeply hydrating dewy coverage, Radiant Cushion Foundation, dewy case included with the purchase of the $105 one. Instantly creates a luminous and dewy look while minimizing every imperfection. Cushion Foundation glides on fresh, hydrating, essence-like texture that restores moisture with every touch-up and improves skin radiance over time. Build your layers of luster for a personalized level of glow and coverage. So I didn't bring any of my brushes in here, I don't think. Let me go grab my brushes really quick so I can blend what I put on. Okay, so I went to go grab my brushes. I'm going to use a Bdellium Tools 968 base brush today for my foundation. So we will use that. And then in just a second, I'm going to need to pop in my contacts so I can see what's happening. But let me open up this Cushion Foundation again. Really nice size mirror in here, so I don't even have to grab my large mirror today. Feels very light on the skin. I have never used a cushion foundation before. So this is the first cushion foundation I've ever used. If you're a millennial, do you remember Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse Foundation? I feel like every time I see a cushion foundation, that's what I'm reminded of for some reason. If you're not a millennial and don't know that foundation, just know that we all used shades significantly too dark for us. Like 2 to 3. It's like everybody had the orange face. I also think I like bought MAC Studio Fix powder, and that's like, I used that as my foundation. I never used like a liquid. It'd be interesting to do my makeup if I remember how I did it in high school, but I used that, and I think I used like NC, I don't know. It felt too dark for me, or too light. I used to always use something that was too light. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do a light layer. I don't really feel like I need to build this up much. Dewy, I'm looking over here at natural light. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would say it's a light radiance. I wouldn't say I look ultra dewy. I've been using the same skin prep underneath everything. Charlotte Tilbury UV Flawless Primer, Magic Water Cream, and then foundation. So every day that I've been doing this series, I've been doing the same thing. Color match, I don't know, right now it's looking like maybe a little dark or a little deep for me, but I don't know. I tested it on my hand and it seemed to match. I'll have to take a look in a larger mirror, and maybe once I put my contacts in, I'm gonna have makeup all on the inside of this vest. Vest is from Amazon if you're curious. Shirt is from Abercrombie if you're curious. Nobody has once asked me on YouTube where I got something I'm wearing. But maybe one day. Maybe one day somebody will see this video and want to know what I'm wearing. I try to link everything that I'm wearing or everything that I'm using down below. I think yesterday's video, I forgot to upload the links. So I need to go back and do that. And then just as a reminder, if you are interested in shopping any of the products that I used today or any of the products that I'm wearing, if you would use my link down in the description box, I do earn a little tiny small commission, but it really helps to support my channel. It lets brands know that I, you know, talked about their product. It also, again, just helps to support the channel, so I can put any of that money back into any of the makeup that I'm purchasing. I'm definitely not coming out ahead, but just, you know, anything helps. All right, just take that down a tiny bit. I have to go get my son here soon from school. It's much later in the day when I'm doing my makeup today. So I'm late on getting my video filmed. I've been doing a little bit of pre-filming, but tomorrow is the 5th of December and I need to get this video uploaded. So I'm gonna use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer in the shade 1.5. I don't like this doe foot at all on this concealer. I love the Luminous Silk foundation, but this doe foot is kind of crap. All right, I'm gonna go in with another Bedelium because I have a travel set of their brushes here. I'm gonna go in with a 788 little concealer brush. Well, I don't know if it's a concealer brush, but it seems like a concealer brush. Everything I've liked about the Clé de Peau foundations that I've tried so far, which is just this cushion foundation and then the Radiance cream that I think went up today, or yeah, today. So I'm pre-filming one day ahead. The video that I uploaded on the 4th, which I think is the Clé de Peau, is that like they're very weightless on the skin. They're very weightless. They have a slight fragrance, but nothing that lingers. And then like they just have this really pretty natural coverage. Like it's not too dewy, even though I was looking for something a little more, I mean, I guess that's pretty dewy, but looking for something a little more dewy, but it's not too dewy where it looks fake. It still looks like skin, like healthy, glowy skin, essentially, which is something that we all strive for, especially I feel like in the winter. Alrighty, let's see what else we got. I'm gonna use the Semi Haze bronzer again. I used this in my last video, but this is the Skin Suede Melting Bronzing Balm in the shade 02 Cedar. Hopefully that focused there. And then I'm gonna go back in with the same foundation brush, so the 968 by Bedelium Tools. And I'm gonna just use my camera to place this today. So I apologize if I'm not looking at you right now. I talked about this I feel like in length in my last video, but I really do like this bronzing balm. It's significantly nicer than the LYS stick, if you ask me. And it is balmy, so it's hydrating, but you still get a lot of pigment with it. Sometimes I think like balms and then you don't get a lot of pigment, a lot of payoff, but this you definitely do. So you definitely get some payoff there. Alrighty. I'm filming at a bad time of day. There's a lot of light coming in. I apologize, but try to film a little earlier tomorrow. And then I'm going to use the Say Dew Blush in the shade Rosy. I again used this in my last video, but in an effort to not always use the pillow or the Charlotte Tilbury light ones, thought I'd use something else. Shade's not much different. And I'm gonna go in the same thing, use the same brush. Sometimes I do this when I need to wash my brushes anyways, so it's like probably gonna be the last use of this brush prior to washing it. Even though I feel like the last several days I've said, I need to clean my brushes, I need to clean my brushes. But if I use the brush for multiple things, then I can't reuse it for foundation. All right, going back in with the Chanel loose powder to set everything. I know this is a quick one today. I apologize. But also there's lots of videos on YouTube. This is the same thing, Bdellium Tools, but this is the all-purpose blusher 964. I'm just gonna go over my eyes. It's a little large to go underneath the eyes, so I might use a sponge here in just a second, but kind of set everything around the face. I'm really liking this loose powder, but again, I've mentioned in my other videos, I really want to try the Chantecaille Blur powder. It is a pressed powder, but Everyday Edit raves about that as a holy grail for her, and so I really want to test it. Okay. Yeah, the shade might be slightly dark, but I can make it work. I also have zero idea if Everyday Edit and I have the same kind of skin, so we might not. She might be oily. And then I'm like, she raves about this powder. All right, I have a new product. I'm gonna use the Surratt Soleil du Artistique bronzer. We can speak, it's words. And this is a ginormous brush. Let me go back in with the blusher brush, 964. And I just got this in the mail from Beautylish, and if you could swatch through a camera, this is so silky smooth. The shade is stunning. I picked this up from Beautylish. I'll link it down below, but the Surratt bronzer in Soleil Dew, which I think was the light medium version. So silky, stunning powder. I'm not surprised. I love Surratt Beauty, but okay, perfect. And then let's go in. I'm gonna use the Gucci blush again. I'm gonna use Gucci blush in 04 Bright Coral and a 942 slanted contour brush. Don't be limited by what your brush tells you can do with it. If you are, don't be. This bright color coral shade goes really, really nice over the Say Rosy Dew blush. It's a really good, like, similar shade. So they layer really, really nice. And I love me some blush. All right, and then we're gonna go in with, I got another Surratt product. So let's go in with this, because this is, I think there's been a few reviews on this. I just got it today from my Beautylish Black Friday order, which this was not on Black. The Surratt Soufflé eyeshadow in Mateen Vert. Which is this really pretty greeny gold shade. My light's up there so you can see the reflective. I love the packaging too, like the clear packaging. This product is unlike anything I have ever tried. I can't even describe it, but it feels like slime. Like kid slime. 775 fiber shadow. You like put your brush in it and it's like doesn't move, like it doesn't change. You don't, I can't even describe it, but it's really, really pretty and it dries down to like a powdery finish. I have it swatched on my hand, but I have other things swatched on my hand too. But it's really, really gorgeous, a really pretty one and done. And I wasn't too sure about it. I've seen a few other people talk about it. I'm gonna do kind of a light, well, that doesn't look light on camera, but nothing too heavy. But like, I don't know. I've heard other people talk about it, but like, I can't even, like nothing that they said made sense and I don't even know how to describe it, but like, it just goes back to what it was. Like you just touch into it, but it's picking up product. So it's really, really interesting. And it's like really cooling on the eyes when you put it on. I definitely plan to pick up a few more shades now that I've tried this one. So I'll pick up a few more from Beautylish when I have, when I can. I don't know, it's just so interesting. What, that's not blending very nice right there. Probably because I'm rushing. There we go. Just like a little light dusting of this. It's a nice deep shade. Perfect. And then we're gonna go in with Kosas Air Brow. Fluff up the brows a little bit. Have you tried any new products this holiday season? Anything like that feels really innovative or different on the market? And now going in with a little bit of Dior Show mascara. Just a little bit today. On the lower lash line, keep it nice and bright. And then that is it. Gonna throw on a little Charlotte Tilbury Live It Up mascara lipstick. And that is the finished look today. No lip liner, nothing crazy. Really basic look. Let me just zoom you in. All right, so here's an up close look of the final look. You see all my swatches. I have some Chantecaille on here, but final look of the foundation. Another day, another foundation. If I have time, I'll try to check in. Again, it's much later in the day, but oop, almost dropped you there. Much later in the day, but if I don't talk to you with an update, I will try my best to update you on tomorrow's video, or yeah, on tomorrow's video. Leave any questions or comments that you have down below. Thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you if you shopped through my links, and have a wonderful day. Bye.